Hi Chris, thank you so much for coming along and helping us record all this wonderful music. Can you tell us about what you do for a living, and can you tell me about writing something that's really sad and happy?
Well, yes, my name's Chris Hazel, and I think you'd say I'm a composer. And what does a composer do? He writes music, and in this particular instance, I have to write some words as well. And these songs, sometimes it's a bit funny, sometimes it's a bit sad, but that's the way it's been for us during the last months with the lockdown.
Can you tell me how you start writing? I find it absolutely fascinating that you start with just a thought. So,
Well, I'm sure everyone can do part way of what I do. I mean, for example, I bet you've all gone round the home sometime going la 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 la, making up a tune as you go along. Well, there's a bit of that I do, but I have to be a bit more formal about it and write down what I'm singing, because I've got to be able to get other people to sing the same notes.
right, so there's quite a big process then, isn't there, from in your head to actually writing it all down?
Oh yes, I mean with the music, I can spend a day working on a part of it, and I'll look at it the following day and think, it's sort of there, but it's not quite what I want, and so I rewrite a bit. Sometimes I look at it again and think, this is horrible, this is terrible, and throw it out of the window and start again. But gradually, it's like a jigsaw. I get all these little bits that I think are right, and I can start getting them in proper order until we get the music.
So you have to be really patient then, don't you?
Very patient, and of course it continues to be difficult when we get onto the words, because words are part of songs. I mean, a song can't be a song without words, and the words have to tell a story. And the other difficult thing is that you have to have rhymes in songs. Now, if you don't know what rhymes are, it's when words are similar, like cat, hat, mat. That's a rhyme. Now, you can try this at home, actually. It's quite fun. You think of a word and then ask your friends if they can find rhymes for it and see what they come up with. It's good fun.
You must have great fun trying to find things.
Oh, yes. But if you see some of my scribbles, both the music and words, particularly the words, you'll see that I try all sorts of things, and they don't always work, and otherwise it fits together, it rhymes, but it's not part of the story anymore, so I have to start again. But I get there in the end.
So you normally start with the tune, the melody, and the music, but sometimes do you start with the words?
I do, it varies. I mean, if a little idea comes into my head of a bit of a tune, or even a bigger piece of a tune, get that down on paper, and then I find the words that are going to fit.
Right.
And sometimes it's the other way around, that I might be in the garden or something, and just a little phrase, a few words, I think, that's going to be useful.
Yes.
So I make sure it's written down before I forget, and then I write the music around that.
So you don't have to be sitting at a desk or at your piano, it just comes to you anytime?
No, absolutely any time. Wake up in the middle of the night and think, oh, there's an idea. But I don't recommend that.
So when you finished this piece of music and it was completely finished, I understand that you had a really wonderful experience to sort of say, it was like a message to you almost. So can you tell me a little bit about that?
Oh, it was really very strange. I just finished the last song, which is called Rainbows, and there was a big storm at home, and as the clouds went away, a huge rainbow, complete rainbow, appeared in the sky. And I thought, this is a signal to show that there really is a rainbow in the sky, and it'll lead us all to a happy end.
Thank you, Chris.